Hello guys and welcome back to another episode. So today MMO-Champion got some news about Warcraft 3. So they had an interview about Warcraft 3 and we got pretty many news about Warcraft 3 that I think is worth to mention. So I really think that we should dive into it and see what all this news about is. By the way, if you're wondering about my stream setup right now, I'm in the Phoenix in Arizona, the United States, doing business. So that's why you can see I'm in another zone, so still trying to make YouTube videos. But enough about that. Let's dive into the Warcraft 3 news that we are all excited about. So, first of all, they wanted to talk about beta. There will be a beta before release. There's no set date yet, but most likely in the spring. So that means we will be getting a beta or demo in spring, probably. The beta will mostly focus on zones that have changed since Warcraft 3 in WoW, such as the Culling of Stratholme. So Culling of Stratholme is one of the most important campaign missions in Warcraft 3. It's basically the one that, well, I don't want to spoil, but it's very important, so you need it. And I mean, if they put it into beta, that would be pretty cool. I will record it and of course show you guys. Changes and additions. Dvalin and other iconic places will look more like they do in WoW, so World of Warcraft. So as we know Dvalin as now in World of Warcraft, they will have Reforged so it looks like that. So people, when they go into Dvalin now, well, in Warcraft 3 Reforged, they will say like, this doesn't look like Dvalin. But of course it will look so WoW players know, because I mean a lot of them are new players who play WoW, don't know anything about Warcraft 3. They just, maybe half of them don't even know that Warcraft 3 exists, and that's a pretty important thing, I would say. There are no plans for new campaign that were not in the original game, and for me that's fine, because we get custom games. You can even create your own map. So why begin to create new campaigns when they can focus on actually creating a new game and put a new campaign in that? All in-game cutscenes are being completely redone and use new camera system for the editor. So that's pretty cool, because some of the cinematics or scenes in the Warcraft 3 is kind of broken, where you just zoom down to the character and there begins to come some talking bubbles. That's I'm happy they redo that. The written cutscenes will focus on the character as they talk instead of having a pop-up dialogue. That's what I mean. So instead of the crappy pop-up dialogue, we get actually a cutscene. Cinematics other than the one seen at BlizzCon will be cleaned up to higher resolution, but not 100% redone. And I mean, that's fine, because they don't have to redo all the cinematics, because all the cinematics in Warcraft 3 are already pretty epic. So just scale them up so we can watch them on a big screen, and I mean, everyone is happy. The team thought it was important not to change the game engine, as this was caused them to create a render engine on top of the existing game for Reforged. So that's probably like my other video I made where I said I think the graphics is not great, but it's fine in the Reforged. So that's probably explaining why the graphic looks like it does, because they are using still the old Warcraft 3 engine, but they just added a render engine on top of it. So that's probably why the graphic looks like it does. I mean, that explains something. The team thought it was, story. The team thought it was important to incorporate a way for people who play WoW to be invited to come see the origin stories for the game. And again, a lot of people who play WoW don't know about Warcraft and old stories about that, so let them see it. The story will be fundamentally the same, but the team wants to also develop characters that were secondary, such as Sylvanas and Jaina. Sylvanas and Jaina is not really much in the Warcraft 3 campaign, but it would be cool if they actually added more into it. So don't change the history, but actually show that they were there and they actually also had a place in all this. Christy Golden has come in to help clean up the dialogue. So Christy Golden is the one who creates a lot of stories of Warcraft team, and she writes books. She's she's creating a lot of lore for Warcraft team, let's just say it that way. Some of the dialogue in the original game was meant as a placeholder, but was sent to be voice acted. There were so many ideas that didn't quite make the original game, and this is an opportunity to develop them. So first of all, what they mean here is that there's a lot of places in the game where they just have talk that doesn't really make any sense, but it's just placeholders. But now they're actually going to make all of those talks important, and they will make dialogues probably on everything. So it's pretty impressive. The map editor will incorporate Lua support and larger maps. I have no idea what Lua is, but larger maps is cool. In Warcraft 3 I actually also created my own maps. Will probably also do that in Reforged. So gonna be fun to create my own map you guys can play. Some of the people working on Reforged were hired out of the Warcraft 3 community. And it's pretty cool that they actually hire people who have loved Warcraft 3 since day one and still love it, and then Blizzard is thinking, okay, you love the game so much, we hire you so you can make this game lovable. The art tools should be available sometime before release for map creators, along guides and how to use them. So that's pretty cool that we are able to create, well, we can kind of know how to create the maps before it actually releases, so we are ready to create maps. Warcraft 3 was selected to be Reforged first over the other two because of the community demanded. I probably preferred a Warcraft 2 first, but Warcraft 3 is fine with me. I mean, they have custom games, so in overall it's pretty much, I guess, more funny. There are no official eSport editions planned right now. The team is focused on making sure that the UI is helpful for watching the game, however. So no eSport right now, but they're making sure that the UI is easy to watch, so it looks nice for streamers. So they probably can put the cam somewhere, or maybe be in the game with green screens. Development. The game has been in development for about 2 years, pretty cool. StarCraft Remastered helped the team develop and grow for this project. Yeah, I guess the more Reforged game they make, the more games they know how to reforge. Animation time was the biggest restriction for them, for the team, because while the models are updated, they can't change the timing for the animations. Oh. Okay, so they can change how they look, but the animations, how they, you know, move and all that, they can change that. Again, those restrictions. Why not just make a Warcraft 4 and include the Gold Warcraft campaign in it? I just feel like it's a bad apologize for not creating Warcraft 4. And I mean, they could create Warcraft 4 with Warcraft 3's lore in it. They don't have to create a new lore yet. They could be a DLC in the future, and then they wouldn't have to make all these restrictions. Just never mind. Each unit, such as Murlocs, will look slightly different. That's fine. There are no plans for physical copy of the Spoils of War edition at this time. I guess that's fine. If everyone can go to the store, buy the normal Warcraft 3 Reforged, and then you can upgrade on Battle.net to Spoils of War. I mean, nothing big about that. Balance changed. Balance is based off community feedback. Okay, so how we all think the game should be, it will be balanced after that. The team wants all heroes and units to be balanced better. Okay. Small map adventures are being addressed as well. Audio and dialogue. All dialogue is being recorded and utilizing the voice actors from WoW. Okay, so that means that every single voice in the game is going to be recorded again, and instead of taking the original voice actors, they actually take the voice actors from World of Warcraft. So it will not be the original. I don't know if Thrall is the same guy as he was in Warcraft as he is in WoW, but you know what I mean. So they're not taking the original from Warcraft, they're taking the original from World of Warcraft, so people who have played World of Warcraft, mostly known now, will recognize the voices, and I see that as a big sell point, so it's nice. There will be 13 different languages available. Okay, well, it would be English, Spanish, Germany, Chinese, probably, some other games, languages. Custom games. There will be better filtering for custom games. Thank you for that, because the filtering in when you're searching for custom game in Warcraft 3, it's horrible. You have to search for name, that's the only thing. The 12 unit selection cap will not be removed. And I understand that because you're not changing your engine. That means your engine will not be able to handle more than 12 players. Already now, if you play Warcraft 3 and you play 12 players and everyone has built a lot of bases and units, the game kind of begins to lag and crash. So, I mean, if it's underneath the same core, it will not be able to take more than 12 units. But I mean, units players. But I mean, do you really need to have more than 12 players? Custom games are utilizing cloud service. Okay, that's a fantastic thing, because in Warcraft 3 you need to have an open firewall to be able to play the games. And I remember in old days, if you open up your firewall and someone joined your game, they could actually go into your internet and give you virus. It's so stupid. So if you didn't make a really good firewall with only these restrictions, it's yeah. But this is the best thing. Stop using people's internet hosting games. The games publishers needs to create the service for us so we can host the game up in their servers. Like, look at Destiny 2, look at Call of Duty. Why do they have to use this P2P, peer-to-peer? Why can't they do like just like every other Blizzard game, where Blizzard is actually hosting the servers and we don't rely. I mean, already now in Call of Duty, I have some problem with playing some friends because my firewall is not open. It's like, come on. And in Destiny 2, I'm not able to talk with other people because I have a 4G internet and not a LAN internet. It's like, oh, come on. So yeah, but it's a good thing that it's a cloud service. So fantastic. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much that. Welcome to my hotel room. So I guess this is all the news we have about Warcraft 3 at the moment, and pretty excited about it. I mean, 100%, I already pre-ordered a big package of the game for 30 bucks and can't wait to try it out. So I think it's going to be a pretty fun this game. So leave down a comment in the comment section, guys, and tell me, what do you think about this new game? Do you think it will be a great hit, or do you think it will be a bomber? So looking forward to hear from you guys, and well, have a good evening, and hello from the States.